Many explorers dream of finding resources and riches in far-off lands, but the Chalice mining team of Kevin Frost and Morgan Fréjabise made a significant discovery so close to home it was virtually in their own backyard.
The Julimar project is approximately 70 kilometres from Perth. It's a pretty unique project in that it's very close to the city and other regional centres.
The fact that Perth is one of the major hubs for mining, it's probably what makes that close space relationship to Julimar quite special for us in Australia.
The nickel, copper, and platinum group elements rich deposit was missed by previous explorers, thanks in part to the regolith covering much of the region's geology.
A regolith is basically the unconsolidated cover which drapes over the bedrock. So it's essentially a mask in terms of not being able to understand the geology.
By studying the available data, including publicly available airborne magnetic surveys, they noticed the telltale signs of an ultramafic intrusive complex.
The main reason for our interest was looking at pre-competitive geophysical images. There's a vast array of magnetic data in WA in particular, and this area stood out as an unknown target. Had a 30-kilometre strike length. It was completely unexplored, so we thought that was definitely worthy of consideration for more exploration.
Signs of mafic, ultramafic rocks, which are also the fertile rocks to host this style of deposits. The combination of these occurrences and the structural architecture allows us to think it could be a good chance to make a discovery there.
Later, with the help of electromagnetics and multi-element soil geochemistry, they found what is now known as the Gonneville deposit.
So myself and Morgan basically selected the area that was amenable to exploration. Morgan was out on site collecting samples so we could do some orientation work in the area, and then we used that information to design our survey.
In 2020, the Chalice team defined a drill-ready target on a shoestring budget of just $50,000. And to say it paid off is a tremendous understatement.
The maiden drill was a very significant discovery. We hit basically massive and matrix sulfides over a 19-metre interval. And
the numbers were quite mind-blowing. 2.5% nickel, 1% copper, and 8 gram palladium and 1 or 2 grams platinum.
With that fateful drill hole, their names would forever be synonymous with two major feats: being responsible for the largest nickel, copper, and platinum group elements discovery in Australian history, and for the most significant nickel sulfide discovery the world has ever seen. From its scale to its shallow starting depth and to the variety of metals found, the Gonneville deposit is remarkable. In fact, the metals are of global significance, as palladium, platinum, nickel, copper, and cobalt are vital for green technologies and decarbonization efforts.
In terms of timing, it's perfect because it's right now that we need those critical resources for the future.
In 2022, a jaw-dropping updated mineral resource estimate was released.
Our updated mineral estimate shows that the resource has expanded to 350 million tonnes. That's a very significant deposit to discover in the first instance, and it shows that this district has a lot to give in terms of more discoveries.
This story goes to show that in the world of prospecting, sometimes the biggest discoveries are closer than you think.
My dream was always to make a discovery. Well, now my dream is to make serial discoveries.
I think you always dream that you can make a discovery that has real global significance, but the reality is you've got to kiss a lot of frogs before you find the real prince.
The PDAC 2023 Thayer Lindsley Award recognizes Chalice Mining's Kevin Frost and Morgan Fréjabise for the 2020 Julimar Nickel, Copper, and Platinum Group Elements discovery near Perth, Australia.